We got an Outbreak. The CDC sent me a prototype of the Outbreak. Yes, we're talking about the Outbreak from Crispy Donut Community, their 6th design. And I'm gonna tell you what, this will take the cake, or should I say donut. Let's go. So this is the CDC Outbreak, Crispy Donut Community. You got a Framelock, titanium scales with those sprinkles on there. Not gonna lie, this has got me pretty excited. I like this. There's a Kickstarter going on right now, so we're gonna make this kind of quick. I wanna make sure you guys get to see this as fast as you can. So, first things I'm noticing here, a lot of this really good jimping. I'm a fan of that here. Really good jimping on the flipper tab as well. And we're talking about the flipper tab. Check the action out on that. It is absolutely beast. I like that. And for how light this is, it feels like it's a bigger knife, but at the end of the day, it also feels like something I could pocket it. We'll go into the specs, weight, and length of the blade and all that stuff in a little bit, but I just want you guys to get a good feel on how this knife actually looks. Man, I really do like it here. You've got the blackened pocket clip. All the hardware is black as well, black titanium. You got Magnacut on that blade steel. Absolutely beautiful grind lines. And the lockup on that detent is absolutely outstanding. I'm not gonna spine whack this because it is a prototype and I do have to send it back, but look how great it does work. You can just hear it clicking into place. It's smooth, it is really smooth. It's on ball bearings. You got some thumb studs here. So it's ambidextrous for you left-handers. Although for us right-handers here, this is a 5-finger knife. And what do I mean by that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one is the pinky. Can we do it? 5. 5-finger knife. I know that's just kind of a fun thing I like to do, but it's cool because I'm a fidget kind of guy. I like a knife that has function and fidget. Very fun looking as well. And man, it's just butter. You know, you put a piece of butter on the hot frying pan, how it just like smoothens right across the pan. That's how this actually feels. And I wouldn't say that most about a work knife, but this one is, like I said, a show knife and a work knife. Let's go ahead and get into some specs of the knife here really quick. So the closed length of the knife is 0.2 inches. The overall length, you're looking at 7.5 inches. The blade length is 3.25. Blade thickness is 0.13. Like I said, you got Magnacut blade steel. It is a hollow grind, compound near the tip. It is in Tonto, which is becoming a big favorite of mine. And the grind lines I was telling you about earlier, those are the vertical belt satin. Oh man, I really do like those a lot. I'm a sucker for grind lines, I'm a sucker for it. And you got a T10 pivot, and the body screws are T8 in black DLC titanium. The HRC hardness is 6163 of that blade. This is made by Bestech, so you know how the quality is of Bestech. I personally think they make great knives. This is a very light knife here. You're looking at the weight of 3.5 ounces, so you can carry that in your pocket of probably your basketball shorts or your sweatpants, which I wear sweatpants quite a bit when I'm at home, so I like that. You got an ambidextrous thumb stud, you get a flipper tab, it's got brass ceramic cage ball bearings inside there, which makes it super, super butter smooth. It is tip up. The back spacer is stone washed titanium. And of course there is a lanyard hole on there. If you're like me, I like my lanyard holes. Being this is a good pocket sized knife, easier to pull out. And you also do have a stone washed titanium pocket clip on there. The designer is Luke Lewis, manufactured by Bestech Knives. Other Best Tech knives that I have here, of course, is the Sparrow Strix, another knife that I know is really, really good. So I can vouch that I've had Best Tech knives, and I can say that this has got to be as good or better, maybe. We'll see. But that's going to be for you to find out. I'm going to only showing you the, kind of the first initial features, how I feel about it. So in hand, how does it feel? Feels really, really good in my opinion. Do I have any hot spots? You know what, I'm gonna say just the tiniest bit, but I'm trying to be picky because I want to be honest with you. There is just a little bit, but I don't think I would actually notice it if I was really worried. Oh, see, now I lost it. So I don't have a hot spot anymore. Take that back. I have a semi-normal size hand. I wear size extra large mechanics gloves, so it fits well in my hand here. If I was to compare it to any knives here, let's take a look at a few knives that I brought out to compare it to. The first one is the Benchmade Bug Out, kind of like the size of that, one of my more favorite EDC knives. So that's the Benchmade Bug Out with some titanium scales on there. Let's compare it to a Ramon Chavez here. This is the Street. Very comparison as well, almost identical. I do like it's a little bit smaller. This is a big beefy knife. Let's take a look at the GiantMouse Tribeca. And the Pete's Pirate Life, made by Big Idea Designs. Here's the CRK, the Chris Reeves Small and Cozy. Obviously a lot larger than the Small and Cozy, but give you a good comparison of what that actually does look like. And let's bring in a Best Tech knife. Here is that Sparrow Strix I was talking about here. Much smaller than the Strix, but it gives you a good comparison. Coffee break. Overall, though, I'd say it's a very good size in my opinion on the size knives that I like. So I'm going to put it this way. If you are into carrying your knife and EDCing your knife, this is a good pocket-sized knife. And also a good in-hand size. It's not going to be too small. So I wanted to talk about that Framelock. The Outbreak is based on a tried and true Framelock, of course. The first Framelock we saw was from the Chris Reeves, who did come out with that idea. So we know that that's going to be a solid design. Here's the insides. You can see that they are very light. You got the cutouts for light reduction, or weight reduction, I mean to say. Here's the Framelock. Get a good look at what they look like inside there. Here's the way to me not take apart this knife and you guys get a really good look at what it looks like here. I really think you're going to get a really good knife here. I really hope that this takes off here, so please back them because I want to see this knife get in production. It is really, really cool. And I really think this could be somebody's one and done knife. I mean, EDC, a bull, you've got really good steel, titanium is light, and it's just an all-around cool conversation piece as well. I'm gonna have a link in the description down below so you guys can check this out here. $250 to get you this. The retail price at regular is gonna be $290, so make sure you back it if you do really like this. I personally do here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some photos of this here. You guys have a great rest of the day here, and make sure your coffee is stronger than your toddler. Are you still here? Go in the description down below. Go ahead and back the Outbreak.